morning and welcome to Ewetopia. Still pretty icy and extremely cold today. So there's sand down here. It doesn't look any less slippery, but we're gonna try it. Well, it actually does add a little bit of traction, so that's good. As long as you make sure you step on the dirt. That's one good thing. It's finding the dirt spots that's a problem. Anyway, let's step into the barn today and see what's happening in here. So as you can see in here, as we walk into the barn, the jugs have been emptied out and limed up. Hi, honey, you're here. You're still here. Yeah, you're in the barn. We're going to have to give you a name. Yes. We're going to have to give you a name. Yeah. There's some food. So, Mary's going to go out today, this morning probably. And these two, I'll have to have a peek at them. They're right under the feeder, and Mama's got her head right under the feeder with them, so you can't even see them. So we'll check them later. Hi, Jerry. Hi. You look like such a big lammy. And how are all your little friends doing? We let out quite a few yesterday. Well, we let out 2 sets of twins. These are the original ones. Hi. Hi. You're getting curious. Hi, Jezebel. Hi. Hi. You guys are very curious. So all the originals are good. Jerry, come on with the bottle and we'll see how the other ones are doing. Well, I see that we got 2 over here. And the fact that, again, Mom's got her head under the feeder and her 2 lambs are there. So she's stuck with those 2 that went out yesterday that we tagged. Hi, I can see that you're very curious. Yeah, you're watching everything. Yeah, you are. Let's zoom out a little bit so we can have a look at you. Hi, you guys are very curious. Let's go see the other ones, how they're faring. Oh, and there's the big single guy over there nursing off his mom, so we know he's okay. And the other twins are right over here. And again, they're walking around and they're together and they're with Mom. So those are the key things I want to see when I release them into a group. That everyone's with who they're supposed to be with and that they're lively. Sometimes you bring them into a group. This isn't a large group yet, but sometimes when you bring them into a group, Mom at that point could walk off on them. It's not common, but it does happen. Or if there wasn't a really good bonding going on in the jug, maybe they weren't talking. Remember how I said I like to hear the mothers talking to the lambs and the lambs generally talking back? Those moms, if you let them into a big group, I find sometimes the lambs can be confused as to who their mother is. So you guys don't even look like lambs anymore. So, but yeah, and those twins are now nursing back there. And he's laying down, and see him how Mom's scratching there? She's going to lay down with him. And he said, Mom, you almost lay on me. But these are the signs that things are going right. So we don't have to worry in here right now. Arnie just trimmed Mary's mom and dewormed her. And there they are. They're going to get released into the big pen. Isn't she a pretty girl? She's going to be popular with all these boys. Since she's the only girl, except for Jezebel. Hey, Mom, what do you think? The gate is open. And there it is. Freedom. And she's talking like that so that Mary will stay with her. Now this ewe up here with where she absorbed a lamb, because she had a lot of infection and goops and stuff in her, we put her on antibiotics just in case. And she is not feeling well. So she's today going to get another dose of antibiotics. And we're going to give her a little bit of glycol to perk her up because she's not going to the bathroom in the pen and she hasn't been drinking her water. So we're going to do that right now.
Stay down for a second, girl.
And just the fact that she doesn't struggle and try to get up shows us that she's not feeling good. Okay. I'm probably going to turn off the camera now because we have to feed her glycol and I need my hands. Be right back. So she had her glycol. I'm going to go in and just have a peek at her lambs. Hey, Mommy. How you doing? How you doing? How's your lambs? Let's wake them up. Come on. Come here, buddy. Oh, come on. Come on. There's one. So, how we gauge? Shake, stretch. Good sign. I'm warm. Next one. Come on. Because if Mommy's not feeling well, chances are she's neglecting the babies a little bit. So, you really want to check that the lambs are all right. So, I hate to wake them up, but because I don't know. Okay, buddy, how you feeling? Shake, a little stretch there, both warm. The under in these little tunnels, when they snuggle in there, it is extremely cozy. So this guy looks a little archy, but they look lively. They feel okay, and the shaking and stuff. And that one's just gone to nurse. All good signs. So we're just gonna assume that they're doing okay and just keep monitoring. This pair will stay in the jug a little longer, just because Mommy's not feeling well. Sometimes it's because of the lamb, sometimes it's because of the mom. But that's what the jugs are for, so that we can make sure that everybody's doing okay. And if they're in a big group, it's very hard to judge that, and if you do have to look after them, it's a difficult thing too. Listen, buddy, I know you're here. Yeah, I know you're here. Who would leave you? Who would leave you? This cat's worse than Scotty. He can't stand to be left alone. Okay, good guys. Good guys. So there's that sound again. Someone in this group is going into labor. So she'll be having a lamb today. Most of the sheep are eating, but the others are up here because she's back there gonna have a lamb. But nothing's showing yet, so we're just gonna leave her be. And these guys all have some more fresh bedding. These guys are due to start lambing in about a week as well. So we like to keep their pens nice and clean. Okay, so this mom has a water sack out now. A couple of sheep keep coming up to see what she's doing. She's gonna look for her private spot to have her lamb. not too often they have a lamb standing up. Oh, see, in the water back. When she was wondering what that thing was dangling off her, so she spun around and the water sack actually broke. Now she'll lick that, and that will have the scent of the lamb on it. She'll smell that, and she'll look at the broken water sack, and that will help in her recognizing her own lamb when it's born. And this is the spot over here that she's liking. She's been digging her little nest there. We call it nesting. Most sheep will do that when they're having a lamb. They'll start digging at the straw and find a little spot where they think it's good to have a lamb. And once they go into full labor, most sheep will lay down in that spot and start pushing. Scotty just does not like the new cat. Hi, sweetie. So while she's doing this, I'm going to go back to the barn. I'm going to get a jug prepared for her, put straw down, get her a nice warm bucket of water. Also, I'm going to go grab some towels. In the wintertime, it helps to dry them off a little bit. So, and for carrying them, they're less slippery when we carry them into the jugs. So we usually always bring a towel for lambing. Also, the towels help if you have to help them and you have to grab a leg or something to pull. The lambs are extremely slippery, and it gives you a good grip if you just put a little towel on their feet. Now she's moved up there, which is a much handier spot for us, except she's by the door. But I'm going to go get that done. So she hasn't laid down to push yet, but she is digging in that spot. And I've got 2 towels here in case she has twins. See, she's digging, making a nest. I've got her jug all bedded up with fresh straw. And now it's just a waiting game. She's got to do the rest. I remember we told you about that chute tub. There's a ewe in there. There's always somebody who wants that private little spot, eh? The luxury pen, where she can go in and stay away from all the others.
What's this fuel punch?
Her water sack broke. She's spinning and making a nest, but nothing's out yet. I got towels ready. Jug is bedded up and ready to go too. So it's just waiting there. I told Ernie to tip our straw bale over because it was getting really hard for me to pull the straw off for the jugs because he had it on the round. And it's just like with the hay bales, you want it on the flat. If it's not on the flat, you just can't pull it off. So with me struggling with all my might to get some straw out, you know how difficult it would be for a sheep to pull the hay out. Okay, she had twin lambs. I haven't checked what they are yet. I just finished carrying them over here. See, I carry them in those blankets, which help stop me from dropping them because they're so slippy. Arnie's gone to get some warm water for her. And in this little pill box here, I have iodine. So we're going to go dip their navel cords right now. Okay, so he's got, see, there's a hold on. There's a little navel cord hanging off. And you just dip it inside there and shake it around, and that coats the umbilical cord so that it's a boy?
Yeah. Oh, I know.
That's what we're checking, isn't
Yeah,
it?
that's all we get now.
Is it a boy?
Yeah, it's a boy.
Okay, that's a boy. Can't you pull that slobber off its mouth?
I want her to lick it off. I want her to bond with her lamb.
So we,
Hello, buddy. This is a female.
whoa! Mary's got a female.
There you go.
Yay. So you see the color markings? The male is spotted and the female is very black. But both are Suffolk colors. Now that iodine stops any bacteria that could be in the pen where they're laying. It's fresh straw, but it still happens. It stops it from, that's a easy, quick entry for bacteria to get into their system. And if it does get in there, it causes joint ill, which is a funny thing, where their joints swell up and they seize and they can't bend them. So it's just a preventative again.
Like me, yeah, Mom.
And she's stomping. That means she's trying to scare you away. And Arnie's gonna try, see if she's got milk on both sides, or pull the plug if she's got a plug, so that the lambs can nurse easily. Lots of milk, eh?
Yes.
So she's the 8th one to have lambs. She had a male and a female, so she's got a red and green dot on her. They're looking pretty good. Frisky, she looks good. She had, last year she was a first timer, and last year she had a single. This year she's got twins, and that's what we normally see in sheep, the way it works. Now we're going in for lunch now, so because she might want to turn around and eat there, she could tromp on these lambs by mistake, so I'm just gonna pick them up and move them to the side, and then we're gonna head in for lunch and check on them again later. This is the night feeding of Jerry. We're doing the night checks now. Hey Jerry, how you doing? Hey Jerry. Good boy. You're a good boy. You're really clever. You're really, really clever. Go have a look at, we have a look at everyone before we go to bed, so we can make a judgment that everybody's safe and sound till the middle of the night check. Good boy, Jerry. Okay, so both of those guys are up. One of these guys is up. Hi, Mom, you still stomping? So one of these guys is up, not both. But when I look under the feeder there, the lamb's got his head up. Hi. You're pretty sparky. And this girl here, that she's the one that we gave the shot and the glycol to. She hadn't pooped, and she wasn't chewing her cud or eating. And as you can see now, she's eating. She did have a poop. She drank a little bit of her water. So she's doing well. See, we're topping up her water. She looks much brighter now and alert, and the lambs are there. And these two girls, when I check my records, they last lambed in January and February, and now they've had lambs again. So this one had 4 lambs this year, and this one had 3 lambs this year. So pretty good. Now we'll check and see how Giant Jerry and Giant Jezebel, who we thought were so tiny, guys look like giants. You guys look like giants. The giant Dorset.
The lamb there a little too much legs.
Hi. Did you just get out today? You look lovely.
like it, even though they
And there's some in the box. Those are the two that have taken over the box. And there's two back there. Oh, and there's one laying with their mom over there. And one walking around over there. Everybody looks good. And that one's mom is now walking off, and I'm staying with it. Whoop. Hi. Hi. Maybe we can see back there. Most of them are snugging as a bug in a rug. So we're gonna turn the lights off on this barn. We just leave the Christmas lights on for them. And we turn off these lights. Good night, everybody. We leave more lights on up front just because we got lambs newly in the bonding pen, and because we have some in the jugs, we always leave more lights on in here. There's the girl. These guys are nursing. And she's eating. Yay. It's all about knowing what you're looking for.
There's your troublemaker right there.
Jerry.
He's just hitting that little black lamb.
Jerry, were you being a bully? And Jezebel. See all the lambs hopping around? We leave the light on by the creep pen in case the lambs want to snack at night. But that's it for today's episode. So we're going to say goodnight from the lambing barn tonight. And hope you all join us again in the morning for the next episode at Ewetopia Farms.